Looks like I went shopping. So, alright, so where do I start?
It was a while back ago. I had a Target gift card, and I was going out yard sailing, and I didn't find anything special. So I was like, you know what? How about we go to Target? And so I went to Target with my grandma, and I managed to find three good items, three best items, honestly. And today I'm going to show you them.
Alright. Alright, so here we go. What should we review first? Well, my most favorite item is Super Mario. Oh, hello everybody, it's me, Mario. Now, I know I haven't been in plush videos, but hey, I'm still here, and I'm happy for me to review this. Okay, I'll stop with the Mario voice and just stick with my regular voice. Okay, so this is Flying Mario, Flying Mario? Which one? There's like tons. Which one? I can't put a finger on it. But to be for real here, I thought this was Star Power Mario. That's what I heard when I was little, Star Power Mario. And, you know, I just always loved this design, the red star and Mario having the opposite colors with the black and the red. Like, it's just really cool. It also showed originally, like right here on the box, he was going to have red shoes, which thank God it didn't went to that way. And instead he kept his brown shoes. But let's get to opening this bad boy. Well, here he is out of the box. And I have to say, he looks perfect. You know, for a Mario figure, he looks perfect. And he feels perfect. Pause. But, yeah, he has good articulation here. Well, let me zoom in for you. Okay, perfect. He has good articulation here. Finger articulation, my favorite. Wish it was individual, but hey, what are you gonna do? But he has shoe articulation and side to side, which I love to see. Butterfly joints. They're like barely any butterfly joints, but hey, you can still get some good poses here and there. But I just love how the paint and the sculpting looks. Like I wish that Mario had a mouth, because you barely see where the mouth is. And if you hear the fan going, sorry, but I hope you can hear me from this. But so he does come with a little accessory, which is this little red star. That's obviously, if you give it to Mario, he becomes Star Mario or Fly Mario, or whatever you want to call him. But, you know, it's nicely well done. You know, it, like, literally reflects itself. Like, when in light, it's, like shiny. Ooh. Very shiny. Well, anyways, so far, really, the only gripe I have is that your articulation could be a little more better, but this is the best we got, so that's good. So, I know this seems short, but hey, there's better things that are coming after this one. So, my verdict is that this figure right here is an 8 out of 10. So, yeah, when you see it at the store, buy it, you know, place it on a shelf, pose it, and, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next guy is very heavy, so Mario, move out of the way. This is Bowser! It's Bowser, yeah! I love Bowser. When I heard the news about Wave 2, about Bowser, I was like, finally, now I can have Bowser and Bowser Jr. And I'm crying. Look at this. Look at this box right here. He looks so beautiful. Looks so beautiful. Anyways, let's get him open. And here he is. The king of the Koopas. Bowser. And wow. This is gorgeous. Look at him. He has nicely articulated. And he has butterfly joints. Yo! I wish this was on our standard Bowser. Jax. Hand can't really, doesn't have like this up and down movement, but he is still moving fingers. And still, you can get some pretty cool action with this. And he comes with this cauldron, which I suggest you don't put any actual like liquids in there, unless if you want to make his iconic soup. And go ahead. Also, Bowser can carry it. Yeah, like this. He can carry it. Okay, well he's kind of got a loose grip. Oh, okay. At a moment, I thought he had a loose grip, but all right. He has leg articulation, foot articulation, swivel, and head up and down. Look side to side. Can't do it all 360 degrees. Alright, same here on the other arm, same here on the leg, but he has a actual moving tail, which is cool. And he is a big boy. He's a big Bowser. But, oh man, and here's a size comparison to Mario. And, well, yeah, this is what I expected, honestly. Like, not too big, not too small. Perfect size, really. Like, I think, like, yeah, there we go. Now that's much accurate. Mario, I'm going to kick your ass. No, because I am Mario. I'm gonna kick your butt first. Alright, verdict for Bowser, 10 out of 10. Literally, the best figure I ever seen. Yeah, there's some things that I wish was on him, like a little this, but honestly, look past through it, its playability is so fun. You can pose with him, you can fight Mario, even Star Power Mario. It's just the best thing I ever seen, really. This is what the Bowser I've been waiting for. And, you know, he looks and poses way better than the SH Figure Arts Bowser. Which, need I remind you, was a very huge disappointment. And also in size. But this is, like, not. This is amazing. Alright. But, now, usually, this is how the video ends, you know. There's one figure left. And it's a very special guy. Oh, let's talk about him. Alright. This next toy is on a special guy that's about... Here he is. The Ultimate Chucky. Re-released. Because this is supposed to have, like, new paint and all. But, before we review this guy, I'm going to tell you about an origin story. An origin story about Chucky and his figures. It all started back in 2009, when action figures weren't like this. They were more like this at the time. They were like, some were statues, some were figures, but barely looked like figures. They had good sculpt, but not awesome articulation for playability. And one of them was being Chucky. During that time, NECA actually did make a Seed of Chucky pack. And they also made and it was called Cult Classics at the time. And they released 2 versions of Chucky. You either got the Cult Classics Series 4 Chucky, or the Seed of Chucky, which, in wise and looks, it looked it pretty well. Like, not bad, but the problem is the proportions were all wonky. But boy, did the articulation sucked. You barely could even move the figures. And what's even worse is that they just, like, one of their arms would break apart. And they always feel stiff. Chucky had the biggest problem. Same with Tiffany. Then, McFarlane would try to do Chucky. But, no articulation. And just ugly sculpt and paint work. Like, gosh. They look like disgusting rotted raisins. Especially Chucky. Don't get me started on him. But then years later, we would finally get a comeback to Chucky figures. That would be in 2017, where the first ever posable Chucky figure, this being the Ultimate Chucky figure, which was a really huge success. People loved it. I loved it. I got this in 2017, and I remember getting this for Christmas. And he was the bestest thing I ever had. I literally, played with him so much that I don't even know. But I had loads of fun. And to this very day, it's been going on quite well. Starting lists after Ultimate, then we started getting, then we did start moving to the Bride of Chucky pack with Tiffany. Then, couple of little years later, then we would get is the Ultimate Chucky from the TV series, then blind boxes, and the blind box series 2, and a Surfer Chucky. There's so many by this point. And I can't wait to see on where they will go. But anyways, let's stop talking and let's get reviewing. Here he is. Here's Chucky. And brand new and improved. Except a few things, like the blue is incorrect, but I like to think of two things. One, the Chucky series. Two, the prototype, where they did a voice test for the good guy doll, and how he sound like, I think. I don't know. Obviously, they didn't add any markings on the shoes. That was a big problem in 2017. The shoes were not accurate, and they were always sloppy. But you can tell that, why did you, change the overalls, but didn't change the shoes? Oh, well. Let's go over the accessories, because the articulation is pretty nice. Not bad. Not bad. Here's Chucky's alternate heads. We have his Child's Play 1 head, which is my favorite. Child's Play 3, Two-Face Chucky. And Curse of Chucky. Almost said Seed. Curse of Chucky. Which is not bad, honestly. Not bad. 3 different hands, pair of hands, and a alternate forearm. From Child's Play 2. And grabbing hands and gun hand. Alright, and here is the alternate weapons. Starting list: Child's Play 1 Voodoo Knife. Child's Play 2 Ruler. Child's Play 2 knife that became the hand knife. Child's Play 3 Big Knife. Child's Play 3 Shaver. Child's Play 1 Good Guy Hammer. Curse of Chucky, or whatever which one, knife. And Child's Play 1 Bat. The last accessory, which is cool, is the Child's Play Good Guy box, which looks beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, literally. And you, have to, build it, and it's, really cool. Overall, I have to say that this figure gets an immediate 8 out of 10, because it's a glorious figure, and I love it so much. It's been a part of my memory. It's been a part of when I was a kid. Oh, I forgot to mention that he also comes with a gun, which, funnily enough, it was silver. I guess they decided to repaint it black. I don't know why, but hey, well. Ugh. Alright. This has been another review video, and I hope you enjoy this. And see ya!
Close your eyes and count to 7. When you wake, you'll be in heaven. This is it, world. From now on, no more Mr. Good Guy. Adi Dewey Dembella. Give me the power, I beg of you. You gotta be kidding me. You're a frag, you know that? I'm infamous. I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that Let's go!
Guess watches me kill it. You. Goodbye.
Chucky cheese.
How about you suck my music?